Last December in my Amazon business, I made over $50,000 in profit in 1 month merch fulfilling products. And in this video, I'm gonna be breaking down a full step-by-step merch filled guide for Q4 to help you scale to the moon. Also, wanna let you guys know tomorrow night, I'm gonna be hosting a completely free live training and other free live trainings throughout Q4. To make sure to get registered at the link in the description for the next one. I'll see you there. Let's get right into the video. When I'm filming this video, it's early October, so FBM season is right around the corner. We can see last December, I did over 471K in total revenue. Over half of that was merch filled for over 50,000 bucks profit. So I really know how to do this right, and I wanna make sure all of you guys watching this are as prepared as possible. So let's break down why FBM is life-changing, when does FBM season start, the FBM shipping cost, that no one's confused on that, how to win the buy box, FBM pricing strategies, handling time and shipping settings, how you need to have that optimized, what products to FBM, when to stop sending FBA inventory, and FBM shipping supplies. So removing all excuses, it's really important that you watch through this entire video, take notes if you need to, come back, reference it if you need to, so we can go through all of this stuff. And we can see this was my sales throughout last December, the biggest day, over 43K in revenue right here. So we can see I really know what I'm talking about this stuff, and I wanna make sure you guys do too. So why FBM is life-changing? Basically, the reasoning on people not doing FBM is you're essentially saying, I would rather wait 3 weeks to sell a product and send it into the Amazon warehouse and let them deal with it, when you could simply sell it today, then buy more, then sell those when they arrive, then repeat the process, right? So with FBM, you get to replenish a lot quicker, right? Most people think it takes more time to actually do FBM rather than FBA, but they don't consider the time value of learning and getting your money back a lot quicker, which compresses your learning curve and actually saves you a ton of time overall. Because if you want to know how an FBA purchase went, it's going to take you like 2 to 3 weeks to see how that went, maybe even a little bit more. But if you want to know how an FBM purchase went, you're going to know within a couple days of buying it whether or not that was a good purchase, and it's going to help you learn so much quicker. The vast majority of huge seasonal growth you guys see from others on social media is due to latching on to great ASINs FBM and scaling them to the moon, because the only way you can grow, at least vast majority of the time, in such a short amount of time, is when you're able to replenish and get new inventory quicker, and the way you do that is via FBM. Right there. So when does FBM season actually start, right? Because that's what, a lot of people are worried about. So in my opinion, it shouldn't really end for anyone, right? Almost everyone should have an FBM presence year-round. A lot of people's lives change during back-to-school season, with FBM, right? Backpack, stuff like that, right? It costs you nothing to test stuff FBM now for 48 hours, and your bank account will thank you handsomely. Smart people are already pumping FBM as we speak, and each day that goes by, more and more listings become FBM friendly, right? And that the closer we get to December, the more and more stuff is FBM friendly. Basically, the reasoning on that is that the closer we get to December, the less and less people are sending new FBA inventory, and the supply and demand dynamic basically gets hurt with that, because there's a ton of demand in December and there's not a lot of new FBA inventory going to market. So it makes it really easy to get the buy box FBM, and we're going to talk about that. It's a big limiting belief a lot of people have, that they're not actually going to be able to get the buy box FBM. That's deep-seated propaganda from gurus over the years. Not even like ill-mentioned, I think, but it's like, I think like me and my boys, like the past couple of years, like we really proved that you can scale FBM to the moon and really learn so quick. Like I did like 300K in revenue, and like 290 of it my first 6 months was like all FBM. And sure, that was a couple of years ago when there was less competition with stuff, but like you can beautifully learn incredibly quick with this stuff. Okay, FBM shipping cost right here. Don't overthink this. This is what you're gonna plug in on the FBM calculator on SellerAmp. So for example, if you wanna estimate FBM cost for something on SellerAmp, you scroll down in the extension and you toggle off FBA, you toggle it to FBM, and then you enter in the individual shipping cost based on the dimensions that you see on SellerAmp. So if you go on SellerAmp and you go over that box, right there, you can easily find the dimensions right there. Long story short, basically below 1 pound is mainly gonna be USPS, above 1 pound is mainly gonna be UPS. You're gonna buy shipping through Amazon 99% of the time. Occasionally shipping on Amazon will be crazy expensive, then you're gonna buy it through Pirate Ship. Right there you can see the actual cost right here. So it's like 0 to 3 ounces, like $3.50, maybe a little bit lower than that. $4.50, 4 to 7 ounces, $4.5 to $5.5, 8 to 11, 5 to 6, maybe 6.5. It's going across country. It's going to depend on that. And then 12 to 15 is going to be 5.5 to 6.5 right here. And then 1 to 3 pounds plus is typically going to go UPS ground. That's going to be between 9 and 13 depending where it's going. right there. Okay, FBM pricing strategies, right? So a lot of people are asking about repricing strategies with FBM compared to FBA. So it's like really the exact same thing, honestly, and that sometimes you'll even have the same SKU, FBA and FBM. Big misconception a lot of beginners have is that you can't FBA and FBM the same product. You actually can. Right there, just in terms of December, like a lot of like beautiful money is made raising your minimums, and I think a lot of people are way too quick to drop their repricing minimums and way too slow to raise them. Like I made an extra like 2,000 bucks profit in one day last year, repricing an item up like 30% throughout the day. I was basically just like raising the minimum of $1, checking back in an hour, seeing if I was still getting buy box, and I was, so I raised it another $1, and then you're just like jacking up your profit. Basically, once you have like 10 plus SKUs, it makes sense to turn on a repricer. Right there, I have an affiliate link and full tutorial in the description if you want to get a repricer set up, which, you know, the majority of you guys watching this video should either have it now or should have it by December right there. Okay, handling time and shipping settings. This is something, once again, that people overthink that I don't think you should. I think you should get this set up right now. This is one of the most important slides. Your handling time is absolutely crucial for FBM buy box share, right? So in terms of just getting your account rolling in the buy box algorithm, a lot of you guys, if you just listed products now FBM, they probably wouldn't sell. One, because you haven't fully vetted that those are FBM friendly products, which we're gonna talk about, but also because your handling times are too far out. You want to be in 0-day handling time just to get the ball rolling, right? So that's like a 2 p.m. cutoff day. So if you have to ship stuff late occasionally, that's completely fine. But you want to be in 0-day handling time. You do this on Seller Central. Just go to the top right, hit the gear button, hit shipping settings right there. And then in December, you're going to be in 2-day handling just because like you should be getting overwhelmed with orders. And I wouldn't wish 0-day handling time on December on my worst enemy. Basically, for shipping templates, I'd recommend charging free shipping for standard orders, just bake that into the cost, and then charge a lot for expedited, next day, air, etc., right? That way it justifies the extra work shipping stuff quick, right there. Okay, what products to FBM, right? So the closer we get to December, the closer to 100% of products being FBMable we get, right? It's nowhere close to that right now. It costs $0 to test something FBM for 48 hours, with 0-day handling time with repricer on to see if something's gonna sell, right? The easy litmus test to tell if something's FBMable right now, I'm gonna show you right now. So we can see this product right here is a backpack right here. Immediately on SellerAmp, if we go to the offer summary, we can see there's 21 FBA sellers and 9 FBM sellers. So that's like over 25% of the sellers are FBM. So there's a good chance they're making money, right? And the way we can verify that they're making money is we can check the current buy box, which is not an FBM seller right here, but we can check the historical buy box. So if we go here and hit data, right, and then buy box statistics, we can see the distribution of who's getting the buy box, what percentage of the time, and whether or not they're an FBA seller or FBM seller. So for example, we can see right here, a ton of sellers don't have this check mark, like well above like, you know, the decent portion of them. So we can see like right here, there's probably around like 25 to 30% of the buy box share is going FBM. And if we look 90 days, so seasonal, we can see that even increases right here. So you want to get comfortable using the buy box statistics. And the nice thing is you can test something so quick with FBM just for like 2 or 3 days, basically, to see that right there. But you want to get comfortable looking at the buy box stats on Keepa to verify that FBM sellers are getting the buy box. How to win the buy box FBM. So what you want to do that is look at where other people are getting the buy box FBM, and if you're priced competitively with 0-day handling time and a repricer on, stuff will move. And the closer we get to December, the quicker it's going to move. And the nice thing is you should be doing small test orders anyway. So for FBM, you can buy one of something and see if it sells, right? And then once you have 10 plus SKUs, you can get a repricer. There's, like I said, affiliate link and everything is in the description. Don't expect stuff to move fast FBM before December if you're not in 0-day handling time and with the repricer on. Like, just don't expect it to happen right there, just because it's not realistic unless like it's like a crazy fast moving bolo right there. But for the most part, as we get in December, you're gonna FBM more and more stuff because we don't have time to send it in FBA right there. Okay, and when to stop sending in FBA inventory. So December 1st, and even that's late. If you FBA something after Black Friday, it should only be because you were seeing crazy quick check-in times. Typically that means you're on the East Coast, and it didn't fly during the 48 hours you tested it FBM with 0-day handling time and a repricer right there. So basically no one should be FBAing into December, and even like after Black Friday, if you're FBAing something, you're basically saying like, I don't want to sell this today, I would rather maybe sell it 2 or 3 weeks from now, right there, when you could simply sell through it and replenish a lot quicker. And I know some of you guys are worried about FBM shipping supplies as well. You know better than I do what you sell, but here's some basic recommendations to have ready, right? You'll be able to easily restock these locally if you ever needed to from Walmart and Staples or online via Amazon Fast. Don't overthink this. You're gonna audit on the fly what you're selling right there. But 9x12 and 12x15.5 poly mailers from Amazon. They're just gray ones, doesn't really matter though. Maybe some 4x8 bubble mailers for beauty as well. Also, no need to include the packing slip that Amazon says you need to include in FBM, or some people overthink that a lot. You don't need to include it right there. 15x12x10 boxes from Walmart or something along those lines from Uline. That's just Uline right there will be great. And then you can get free 4x6 labels from the UPS website as well. So don't overthink the shipping supplies kind of thing. Like anything that's like clothing or that's like not gonna get screwed up, just go in a poly mailer. Anything else in a box, beauty stuff you can put in like a bubble mailer, for example, too. All right, I want no one left behind this Q4. So I'm doing pretty much daily live streams through the end of the year. I wanna help you guys rip as much stuff as possible. Any questions you guys have, drop in the comments. I'm happy to help. Let's get after December. FBM's completely life changing. I want that for you too. See you guys in the next one.